Hey you guys, thanks for stopping by the Sunshine for the Soul community today. I am so happy to have you here to join me. My name is Cindy, and today I am going to do a Celtic Cross Lunar Eclipse Full Moon in Scorpio reading to tap into the energies for the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine and kind of take a look at what has these powerful energies of the moon revealed about this connection. So like I said, I'm going to do 10 cards, a Celtic Cross, and let's get started here. Thank you so much for being here. I'm so excited you're here today. This is going to be awesome. Buckle up. So today I'm going to be using a few decks, but to start with, I have the Romance Love Oracle deck that I'm going to be pulling from. I have the Island Times Wellness Love Oracle deck. I've grabbed a couple Oracle decks. And the main deck of cards I'm going to be using is a new deck I just got. I'm loving having my hands on it. It's the Santa Muerte deck in honor of Cinco de Mayo, which was just yesterday. So we're in these full energies of both the full moon in Scorpio and the lunar eclipse and in retrograde right now. So tapping into the energies have been really interesting. And the first card I'm going to pull is going to be the basic situation between the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine at this time. And understand that readings may apply to you, may not. They're timeless. When you find them is when you're meant to hear them. But always understand that a reading is just one possible viable timeline. One scenario that may or may not happen. Everybody has free will as a sovereign spiritual being, so you have to always take that into accountability when you hear a reading. In the Twin Flame journey, it's great hearing readings because at times when you want to give up on it, you can kind of get that adrenaline boost and be hopeful about the future. But then at times it gives you unrealistic expectations. So you kind of have to balance, and we'll talk more about that as we go along. So let's take a look, and I've got all the decks shuffled here. I'm going to pull, I only pull poppers, and let's get started here. All right, what are the energies between this Divine Feminine and Divine Masculine during these full moon eclipse? Looking for the basic situation. All right, we have the Seven of Swords. All right, so the Seven of Swords. Swords are about communication and thoughts. This, ironically, is known, it wasn't always, but now known as the runner in the twin flame connection. And on the inside of this coffin, this skeleton is sitting here and it says hope and reflection. And the Seven of Swords can be about self-preservation. You know, a lot of runners run because I don't want to be hurt again. That self-preservation mechanism kicks in and it says, whoa, 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 I've been down that road. I know where that got me. And that wasn't very pleasurable. And I don't think I want to go down that road again. And they hightail it out of here. Barrel, gotta go. Don't care if the door hits me in the ass or not. I'm gone. Vamonos. So our basic situation between the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine is that the runner in the Twin Flame connection is not in the picture. This already shows us that we have separation going on between the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine. So what I'm going to do now is pull a clarifying card out of the Romance deck. All right, so let's get a clarifier here. Again, this is another new deck. I get so excited when I get a package in the mailbox and I know it's a new deck. The more you do tarot, the more you learn, the more you want variety, and you get a feel for each deck and kind of what it's going to give you. Some are blunt, some are straight from the universe. All right, so clarifying the Seven of Swords, the basic situation of the runner in the Twin Flame connection ran out of self-preservation because they didn't want to have their heart hurt again. Very viable. Very understanding. All right, this is the wedding card. It says this situation involves marriage. So we have a runaway groom here, or a runaway bride. Again, I'm not reading for genders. The energies are what they are. Both divine feminine and masculine are in both of us. But in this case, we have the Seven of Swords. So the runner takes off, and then the next card out to clarify is wedding. The situation involves marriage. So, modern day Santa Muerte, runaway bride going on here, but it's the divine masculine energy in this case. It's kind of hysterical. Now I'm curious where this is going to go. So, in the number 2 card position, that is crossing the basic situation, is the energy that's hindering or furthering the basic situation. So furthering the runner running from serious commitment, or running from marriage, or running from a partnership. Wedding can represent lots of things other than just dun dun da da. But I'm still cracking up here. Okay, let me get a clarifier. No, not a clarifier. I'm sorry. I'm still baffled by that pull. I'm going to pull one card for the number 2 position of what is furthering or hindering this situation. All right, let's see here. Oh, popped. The Hanged Man. So the number 2 position of what's hindering or furthering is the Hanged Man. That is Major Arcana. All right, so I'm looking at this imagery of the Hanged Man, and I'm fascinated by the Santa Muerte deck because not only is it new, but it's really super cool too. So we're asking and getting a feel for the energy of what's hindering or furthering the basic situation of the runner in a twin flame connection that hightailed it out of there, not wanting to get their heart broken. And the Hanged Man, I mean, this imagery right here is he's holding the beam that supports the noose to hang, and he's holding it himself, and his head is detached, and he's standing in his own pool of blood. So the Hanged Man is Pisces energy. It's an intentional pause, feeling stuck, no progress happening whatsoever. Things are at a complete dead stop. No pun intended. The guy doesn't have a head. So yeah, no progress going on. And I know if you're in the twin flame connection, you're sitting here and you're thinking, yeah, no shit, I've been sitting around here waiting for something to happen. Don't wait. I'm learning this lesson very quickly. Been at it about a year on the journey, and waiting is not the answer. And I know a million people tell you that. Don't wait. Turn it inward. Worry about yourself. Don't focus on that. And it's consuming of the mind. It's like a drug or something. You can't turn it off. You have to stay busy on doing stuff in regards to healing yourself. But the Hangman, no progress happening whatsoever. Things are at a complete dead stop. No movement. Just suspended. I had a reading last night that I did for myself, and the main energy was a feeling or a sense of being suspended or petrified, not knowing which way to go, not able to make a decision. So the energy, that's what's going on right now with this, what's hindering. It's like, I'm not getting my heart ripped out again. Woo! That was not any fun. So I'm out of here. And I'm not making any decisions about anything. I'm doing me. And honestly, that's exactly what you want to see your twin flame working on, is themselves. If they're focused on you, or if you're focused on them, then you're not focused on the task at hand, which is, getting our shit together. Every week something else comes up for me. Just when I think I got it nailed, and I'm like, oh yeah, big healing. All right, let's integrate some of these lessons. And it's like, whew, here's something else you haven't worked on. We're all a work in progress, aren't we? All right, I'm going to get a clarifier card out of the Romance Oracle for this Hangman dude. That's sitting in his own blood. He ain't moving. Oh, and coincides right with that. Sorry, that was probably loud. This is love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. So, everybody go to your separate corners and work on yourselves. That's what the twin flame separation is all about. It's not about viciousness. It's not about maliciousness. It's not about wanting to hurt one another. It's not about not caring for one another. It's about the realization that you're in this journey in order to grow and heal and ascend and level up spiritually. And so are they. It's not about the relationship. Although that's all you can think about when you first come on board here is this relationship. Like, where is this person? Why isn't this person in my life? Why can't we be working on these things together? But the universe created twin flames in the concept of two souls splitting and being able to have double the experience on earth, only to spiritually awaken and find themselves again, create a very powerful force, whether they're in union or not. Either way, their energies are very powerful on the planet. So let's pull a card for the third position, which is what are the energies, the conscious thoughts of the twin flames about the situation. So seeing that it's conscious thoughts, I'm going to get two cards. I'm going to get one for the divine masculine, one for the divine feminine. So we're looking for the thoughts. 8 of Cups for the divine masculine, and the divine feminine is the Knight of Wands in the reverse. All right, so the divine masculine's conscious thoughts about not being involved with this divine feminine. Again, it's just energies. You can gender role reverse. But the 8 of Cups is water, emotions, relationships. And it is about emotionally detaching from someone. It is about walking away, letting go. So in his mind, again, it's just reiterating the basic situation. And consciously, he was like, I got to get out of here. I got to go. I can't deal with this. The energy is too much. I remember my twin flame using the word feeling overwhelmed, and I didn't understand at the time what that was, or I wasn't getting it. I wasn't putting the pieces together, but hindsight is 20/20. But so consciously, this twin flame runner is letting go, emotionally or physically, walking away. He can't deal with that right now. Asking him to walk in to get his heart broken again is like asking him to step in front of a firing squad at this juncture. All right, I'm going to clarify that 8 of Cups, that letting go, that walking away, and I got make the effort. Great love is worth taking the steps you're guided to take. So maybe in the conscious thoughts of the divine masculine, this is saying that maybe sitting in contemplation, does great love really exist? Isn't that, just a fairy tale? Maybe they're saying, is it worth the steps? Are you going to have sustainable results? One of the things I've really been getting from the universe is that with any relationship that you're looking to invest your time or energy into, is this a situation where you can have sustainable results? Meaning, is it equal give and take? Is it going to be draining? Are you going to be the only one giving? Is your energy going to be sucked up and then leaving you depleted? So by this conscious thought pattern going through the divine masculine's head, yep, I let go, I walked away, but maybe, they think to themselves, maybe there is great love. What if there is? What if there is and I walked away? What if this was the universe trying to show me that although maybe you had a rough time the first couple times around, that there is true unconditional love out there. And I believe that twin flames, that is what we're here to do. We are here to lead the way in showing what true unconditional love looks like. So let's look at what the divine feminine's got going on right now in her conscious thoughts. All right, so this Knight of Wands in reverse, we know that knights are action takers. This could be, passionate messages, but it is in the reverse. So the divine feminine's conscious thoughts about the divine masculine or the runner in the twin flame connection, booking and hightailing it out, is the Knight of Wands in reverse. Is frustration, scattered energies, delays, thinking that someone needs to have more courage and take a risk. So in the conscious mind of the divine feminine, she's sitting in frustration. All she can think about is how, what's going on with delays. Why does the energy feel so scattered? Especially now during these energies of the full moon and the eclipse and the retrograde. Things are pretty wild. The Knight of Wands, is fast energy, but with it in the reverse, it's just hesitation. Maybe because the divine masculine has not taken a step forward. Maybe the divine feminine in her mind is, hesitant about continuing to stay on the twin flame journey. You can check yourself off just like you could check yourself in anytime you want. And the goal here is to always be focused on yourself anyway, but that is easier said than done. That takes some balancing and some willpower. So I'm going to get a clarifier on this hesitation, delay, this frustration with this King of Wands in the reverse. And for a romance oracle card, I'm not getting anything. Let me try the wellness. This is the Island Time Wellness Oracle cards. I like it because it actually has the divine feminine and divine masculine in the deck. And wow. All right. So the oracle card that I pulled was the butterfly. As we know, butterflies are all about transformation. This says that in her conscious mind, she can see the relationship evolving to a new phase. She's done the work healing her inner child. She's hoping they've done the work to heal their inner child. And even though there's frustration, delays, hesitation, and scattered energy, I think in her conscious mind, she really would like to see the relationship evolve to the next phase out of sheer curiosity. All this energy, all this unique experience, meeting your twin flame and having all these weird spiritual gifts come online and Kundalini awakenings. And you're like, whoa, what's it all for, man? Like, yes, of course I'd like to see it evolve. I'd like to know who this person is. I'd like to know what they felt during the journey. So, okay, now we're going to go into the unconscious thoughts of the divine masculine and the divine feminine. I'm going to pull one Santa Muerte card for each with a clarifier from the Romance Oracle deck. So we're doing unconscious thoughts about the DM running. So the divine masculine unconsciously in the 5D, what is the universe more or less saying to the divine masculine about hightailing it out? And I got the Four of Wands. Oh man, you guys, the Four of Wands is 1111. That's the twin flame energy card. It's two halves make up a whole, and the Four of Wands is, celebration, joy, that perfect relationship. So in the unconscious thoughts about the divine masculine running from this connection, in the 5D, in his higher self, it's saying this is your Four of Wands, or this could be your Four of Wands. Have you considered that this is your Four of Wands? Why would all this weird stuff be happening? Why would you not be able to get this person out of your mind if it wasn't something divine? And this is the universe like digging in their heads going, Four of Wands, duder. Like, this is it. That's really interesting. All right, let's pull a clarifier for the divine masculine. I'm just laughing at this today, because you never know what you're going to get. You never know what's going to come out. And these energies have really been wild. So I'm kind of having fun doing these things. All right, got the Island Wellness Love Oracle. And to clarify the unconscious thoughts of the divine masculine, with the universe saying this is, is a Four of Wands connection for you, I've got the clarifying card of photograph. So in the unconscious thought, He's replaying the events over in his head. He's looking at photos, or it's embedded in his higher self, this image of the divine feminine. He's got maybe one particular image of her, one memory of her that he holds on to unconsciously. He kind of can't let that go. The divine feminine's unconscious thoughts is the Page of Cups. Interesting. The Page of Cups. Cups are about emotions. The pages are messengers. And in her unconscious mind, all right, so in the divine feminine's unconscious mind, this page could be in the 5D, that the divine feminine and the divine masculine are expressing feelings, lovey-dovey messages going back and forth. It could mean in the unconscious thoughts of the divine feminine that she feels that she's owed an apology. It also means that she is or could be thinking about an open and joyful heart, extending her cup of love. Unconsciously, she's maybe ready to extend a cup of love to somebody. I'm sorry, let's get a clarifier on the Page of Cups. So she's ready to offer her heart. Keys on a ring, I should say, is that she's got many options and a decision to make unconsciously. Maybe her guides are telling her that, you can't sit around and wait for this divine masculine forever. That is putting you in a self-imposed prison and having you be in stuck energy because you cannot wait for somebody. Hard lesson learned. But in this case, the Page of Cups, is someone that unconsciously her higher self is badgering her to make a move, change up the energy. Now, let's see. We are going to take a look at... What are we going to take a look at? We're going to take a look at the past influence, that which is ending in regards to the divine masculine running. All right, so past influences, that which is ending in this connection, that which is ending about the basic situation is, what caused the twin flame to run. Again, divine feminine, divine masculine are energies, not gender. You can mix and match those roles to fit your situation. So I'm going to pull a Santa Muerte card to see what these past influences are that are going to be ending. All right, let's see here. Past influences, that which is ending. That which is ending. The Knight of Cups. All right, so the Knight of Cups is, again, action takers. Cups are about emotions. And in this interesting card, and you can see this on the screen right now, but this Knight of Cups character is looking back. He's on his skeleton horse. He's riding forward, but he's looking back. Maybe looking back that which is ending. Looking back on the past. So the Knight of Cups is moving forward in your emotions as you let the past go. A Knight of Cups is someone that goes and he makes a romantic gesture. He's a classic romantic, very passionate, wears his heart on the sleeve. So I think he's just maybe taking one more glance back at what he's experienced, what was in that past, and he is moving forward. It shows him going through this threshold, and you can see in the back of the card are all butterflies. The whole sky looks like butterflies, and butterflies are transformation, transmuting your past events, healing from them, accepting them, forgiving yourself, looking at the lessons learned, and then moving forward allows you to get out of the energy of living in the past. And this past influence, that which is ending, is that maybe these twin flames are seeing their past histories and their traumas and their pain for exactly what it was, which was a lesson. But then movement forward, you can't stay living in the past. It doesn't exist. It's not there anymore. Oh, and exactly. Holy, this is wild. So to clarify the Knight of Cups, I've got past life relationship. You have known each other before. Oh, that's really interesting. So as this Knight of Cups, that changes it a little bit. Maybe he's looking back in the past because he's understanding or realizing that twin flame connections aren't just one lifetime. They are multiple incarnations, multiple histories, multiple challenges, multiple lessons in different lifetimes. So maybe this past influence, that which is ending, is that what caused him to run was not realizing that this was a soulmate connection, not understanding that this was a divine connection, not understanding that little bits and pieces of past lives come back to you and you start remembering this person in other lifetimes. I had a very interesting sound therapy with an Airbnb guest of mine, and I'd never had one done before, and she used sound bowls and she used the Native American shakers with the quartz crystals in them, and I had a very unique experience going through that sound therapy session in which I saw my twin flame and I in a past life where we were at a very, very young age and we were kind of being groomed in this tribe. But so early on in the connection, seeing things like that kind of got me even drawn in more, the curiosity of it all. But maybe the past influence, that which is ending, what caused the twin flame runner to run is that they did not realize the importance of this relationship, that not only was it about this lifetime, but they had other lifetimes together, which is wild. And then we're going to go to the number 6 position, which is future influences, that which is just beginning. So what is beginning here? All right, that which is just beginning for this connection. And the 7 of Cups in the reverse. So the 7 of Cups upright is confusion, not being able to make a choice, having lots of choices, but in the reverse means that what is just beginning is that the confusion is going away. There's more clarity. A choice has been made. No more sitting there scratching your head going, what am I going to do about this? Which, who wouldn't? All right, let's get a clarifying romance oracle card for that 7 of Cups. That which is just beginning, the future influence is that there is no more confusion or possibly no more choices in this connection. Every twin flame connection is going to get to one point or the other. And to clarify that card, what's beginning is passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And again, I'm just laughing. I giggle sometimes as I do this. So some passion is beginning. So there's a choice, no longer confusion. That could be there's no longer confusion for the divine feminine and she's moving on, and that she will have passion in her life from a soulmate. Or this is no more confusion in the divine masculine's mind, that he's made a choice and he's pursuing passion in his life. I'm almost tempted to get one more card on this, saying that which is just beginning. Is it about choice or the confusion being over? Choice. I got engagement ring. So, okay, we've had the wedding card come out in this reading, and the engagement ring, and the 4 of Wands, and the 7 of Swords twin flame energy. So this is a commitment, a partnership, union. So what is just beginning? According to this, the confusion is over, and that a choice has been made, either by the universe or by the divine masculine or the divine feminine. But this looks like it's going towards passion, possibly a union. That's what it says. What is just beginning? No longer being confused, making a choice, going towards their passion, possibly, putting a ring on it. There's a song in there somewhere. Put a ring on it. All right, you guys. Number 7. Don't mind me, I'm using my cheat sheet notes. I don't have this spread totally memorized yet because it's new for me. So number 7 is the divine feminine, the divine masculine's attitude or approach to what's happened in the past with the runner running. All right, so number 7 card position in the Celtic Cross is the approach or attitude towards the twin flame running. So that's the basic situation, is about the fact that they ran. So this is coming at it, it says myself. So as the current, how do I feel about the fact that my twin flame took off? But let's look at this from a divine feminine standpoint of view about, and again, this isn't genders, this is just energies. You can have a male gender in a divine feminine energy, vice versa. Energies does not know gender. All right, so approach your attitude to what happened. The divine feminine's approach or attitude to what happened. That's the 5 of Wands in the reverse. All right, and while we're here, I'm going to grab a clarifier card out of the romance deck. Nothing popped. Let's try the other love oracle deck. What do we need to know about this 5 of Wands in the reverse? And I got stabbed in the back. All right, let's break this down here. All right, so the approach or attitude of the divine feminine about the divine masculine running is the 5 of Wands in the reverse. And 5s are all about change. You know, that is a card of conflict no matter which way we look at it. But in the upright, you know, we rise together with accelerated harmony. But in the reverse, the divine feminine's attitude was like she wanted to collaborate. She's like, where are you going? You know, we just had an argument. Yeah, we had a little conflict, but where'd you go? Hello? So the divine feminine's, you know, approach or attitude is like, yeah, I wanted to make something of this. Do we have some problems to work out? Yeah, sure, everybody does. Nothing comes easy. Nothing good worth your time or energy is going to come easy. And to clarify that card about coming out of conflict, it's stabbed in the back. So that's heartbreak, pain, and separation. So the divine feminine felt pain, heartbreak when the divine masculine left. Who wouldn't? You're like, wait a minute, I thought we had something. Where are you going? So yeah, there's definitely probably both parties. Who wouldn't? You know, anytime a thing doesn't work out, I mean, it's kind of crappy. But in this case, the divine feminine was wanting to collaborate, wanting to come out of conflict, maybe tried sending numerous emails or messages to come out of conflict. Now, who would do that? But, you know, twin flame ran. And what are you going to do about it? The energies coming from the universe are what we're going to look at in the number 8 position. I don't know why I want to laugh my ass off right now, but for some reason I have this joyous energy in me. I don't know. I'm weird. Let your freak flag fly, right? That's what they say. All right, energies coming from the universe for this divine masculine and this divine feminine connection. It is Temperance in the reverse. Let me put those cards over there, and I'm going to grab the Romance Love Oracle to clarify that. And I got You Deserve Love. All right, let me break these two down. Temperance, number 14 card. Sagittarius energy, masculine. Temperance in reverse is disharmony, imbalance, the need to make things right, coming into balance, reconciliation. This Temperance card is about wanting to bring balance and being patient. So the energy coming from the universe is like, you guys both want to bring balance. Are you tired of sitting in disharmony? This is the energy from the universe of reconciliation. And to clarify that card, the Love Oracle, You Deserve Love. This is the universe saying you are lovable. Each of you are lovable. You deserve to be loved. The universe is residing in us and experiences life through us. Are the light. We are lovable. There's nothing about us that isn't lovable because we are pure light. We are Christ consciousness. And the energy's coming from the universe is like, you guys need to get your butts moving. I need to have these reconciliations going on all over the planet right now because we have a lot of work to do, and you need to realize that it don't matter what happened in the past. It don't matter who you were. It doesn't matter what you experienced. You deserve love. You are lovable. Every person deserves to feel like they are loved, but that starts by going inside and understanding and forgiving yourself for your past mistakes and forgiving yourself for all the dumb shit you did your whole life, which, there's a list. But the universe is just reminding us here that we deserve love. Kind of sweet, don't you think? Oh, all right. So number 9 position is the hopes and fears of this connection is the King of Swords in reverse. Hopes and fears, clarified by one romance card, is attraction. So the King of Swords character, he's known as the King of Truth. Air energy, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. We know swords are about communication and thought. So the King of Swords is straightforward and honest. What they say is what they mean. He's a decision maker. He has mental clarity. He normally is in the reverse, is emotionally detached. What he thinks is best, even if it's cold and calculated, is what he thinks is best. So, throwing emotions out the window, what he sees right in front of him, and calling judgment on it and not caring what other people think. All right, but in the reverse, so the King of Swords in the reverse is a king that is manipulative. He may be conceited. He may be rigid in his thinking. Again, this is energy. Roles can be reversed. Could possibly be misuse of power. And to clarify that, we got the attraction card. You attract your romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So this is asking, what are the hopes and fears of the twin flame energies? And it looks like they're fearful of being manipulated. It is they're fearful of someone misusing their power. Maybe one or the other is fearful of the other being too rigid in their thinking. And in their hopes and fears is attraction. You attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. So the fear could be too that you're attracting or you're afraid that you're attracting the wrong type of love. When you haven't spent any time with somebody, which a lot of the twin flame connections are a brief meeting and then separation. You don't really know this person. You don't know whether or not you can trust them because you haven't built that foundation of establishing a friendship. A lot of twin flames, because of the energy, go right to the passion, right to the intimacy, and then it's all like, whoa, what was that? Without ever building a foundation. And a lot of times that's what puts them into separation, is skipping the foundation. But, don't be a hater on those that run with the desire, because, hindsight 2020, everything goes the way it's supposed to go without having the journey go that way. Maybe the healing wouldn't have been done. Maybe the things that had to been taken a look at on the inside and healed before you can come in to any type of relationship and have it be healthy and successful. Any type of healthy, intimate relationship. Better to have those things worked out before than after. Yeah, that's interesting. Again, this reading is really crazy today. So the final card, number 10 in the Celtic Cross, the outcome, key, or result, this connection. I'm tempted to just get one of each deck. This is out of the Santa Muerte. All right, and we'll get one of the romance, and that says, keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and your expectations. All right, Love Oracle. One of those. Come on. And I got Addiction and Mirror. All right. I have to figure out what this card is. Hold on. All right. Well, I am officially the jackass of all jackasses because I know Muerte means death. So Santa Muerte is the death card. It's the most important card, and thus why Cinco de Mayo is celebrated. All right. So, yeah, I'm an idiot. All right. So the outcome key or the result is death. It's purification of the past. It's cleanup that will become necessary for there to be a renewal. Death is about transformation. Things change. They don't die. They don't disappear. They transform into something else. So the divine masculine and the twin flame, basic energy of the runner running away is that is being transformed. The universe is saying here to keep an open mind. Your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations. So in other words, everybody's circumstances on the twin flame journey are completely different than the next person's. Yes, there is some similarities, but the majority of people have these crazy, wild, different stories. This also can be, and maybe this is not something everybody wants to hear, but I'm going to throw it out there because I don't believe in being a delusionist. The twin flame connection is a choice. Each twin flame has free will as to whether or not at some point they pursue something in the physical. It is not a requirement. It is not what's supposed to happen, even though that's what we think and we put in our heads. The twin flame connection is an energetic connection about you becoming spiritually awakened. So if you look back, and even though it may be frustrated and annoying and confusing and heartbreaking and wanting to rip your hair out into a million pieces and check yourself into a loony bin, there is still the possibility of what was the lesson that you learned? What did you get out of this journey? If I look back on the journey that I've experienced over the last year, it is priceless. There's nothing in my life that could ever have caused the incredible spiritual growth that I had in just a 1 year period. It was not a walk in the park. This was serious, brutal hermit mode with multiple injuries keeping me in the bed. It also was for me a disease. I got multiple diseases and ended up in a wheelchair, not looking at the victim at all. All those things were spiritual level ups for me. All those things gave me the time to, for the first time in my entire life at 52 years old, I had no choice but to sit with myself. No choice but to go inside and ask some really hard questions and look at some things. And as the spiritual awakening goes on, the universe just puts in your path exactly the next thing you need to learn, the next thing you need to learn. It's like you don't go looking for it, it just comes to you. And that's very hard to explain. So on this outcome key or result, this is purifying the past. One way or the other, either the twin flames go their separate directions and they go on to soulmates in this lifetime, or they can come in and clean up the mess and there can be an opportunity for a renewal. Followed up by keeping an open mind, that your soulmate may differ from your usual type and your expectations of what a soulmate may look like, what that story will be. And the last two cards I got were addiction and then mirror. Addiction is about obsession, possession, or controlling. And the mirror is about mirroring each other. Relationships reflect our wounds. And to me, this is saying this is the death of the relationships that seek to control, dominate, and possess one another. This new consciousness, this new fifth dimensional reality that we are stepping into, this new frequency, the twin flame connection mirrors back in us and reflects our own wounds. So anything I had to heal or you had to heal, think about they had to heal. It doesn't mean it's happening at the same time. And one of the things that you have to really get past, but one of the things is being obsessed and addicted to this. It is the most easiest thing to let get out of control because of the fact that it feels so important and it has divine undertones to it. Whether this is a twin flame, a soulmate, a false twin flame, either way, you know something very spiritual is going on in your life when you're in the twin flame connection. There's no denying it. But obsessing about it and continuing to chase, those are still part of trauma that has to be cleared out, because by chasing the masculine, and I say this from experience, chasing the masculine is screaming to them that you still have healing to do because you are still seeking validation by running after them. Let me say that again, because I just learned this. By running and chasing after them, it is still showing me that there was a wound inside of me that needed to be healed, of finding self-validation and self-sacrificing myself, trying to get somebody to love me in self-sacrifice. Being a martyr, Santa Muerte, is death. Like thinking that you have to give up everything in your life in order to fulfill this mission, or to help this one person, or to save this one person, or whatever that empath frenzy that gets created inside of us. That is something that an empath has to learn how to control. This situation, this twin flame connection, brings to light that exact thing. And it seems like here in the ending, the outcome key, is like, this can be rebirth. I mean, take a look at the situation, surrender it, let it go, release it. Don't try to control it. Don't think you're going to control the other person or their choices. They have free will to decide to be in a connection or not be in a connection. And I think that this is a very good example, this Celtic spread in this transformation energy of the full moon in Scorpio and the lunar eclipse is about transforming things, but removing the expectations of how it's going to work out. That is very important, because you can have a variety of millions of different scenarios of how things could turn out. What you're doing is you're aligning yourself with your greatest and highest timeline by not interjecting or forcing yourself onto one of those timelines. By releasing and surrendering, it allows the energy to flow. My sons say, be the leaf. Flow like the leaf in a river. Just let it bounce you around. Sometimes it bounces you off the bank or it bounces you off the rock. But this journey is all about going with the flow and surrendering, taking your attention off union, taking your attention off an ending, an expectation, and putting it, for the first time maybe in your life, you're going to sit back and you're going to trust the universe that what is best for me is being created within me, and I will attract what's best for me to me. And that's very powerful. And I hope you enjoyed this. This was kind of a wild ride. It's kind of all over the place. But like, share, subscribe, share with your friends. Anybody else on the twin flame journey that is like struggling and wants some just in-your-face reality. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I had lots of twin flame YouTube channels and teachings whining to sugarcoat this for me, and basically just kept giving me a burst of adrenaline, telling me what I needed to hear. And at the time, that was great. But the sooner you can get past that, and the sooner you can understand what this journey really is about, and that is energetically awakening and realizing who you are, what you're capable of. And fortunate enough that the universe set up this system where this person comes into your life and does that for you. And if you can just be grateful for the fact that your twin flame journey started your spiritual awakening, well, it's a win from there. You don't need to accomplish anything else. There's no anything else you need to satisfy or do other than focus on yourself and be the best person that you can be. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Like, share, subscribe. Have a wonderful day. We'll check in here in a couple days and do another Twin Flame Collective Energy read. Thanks, guys.